Hello boys and girls, I just wanted to run through some things. This here is my turquoise teacup reversible charm casting mat, and don't say that all too fast. And this beautiful mat is for a cup reading when you don't have a cup. And what it actually is a photograph of a teacup that I took facing down. There's the handle, that's actually the saucer. This is a beautiful teacup I actually have in my Etsy store. And these here are some of the most common symbols when we're looking at questions of love and house and money and travel and family and babies and all of the above. It hits and touches on every subject known to man. So what this is the teacup without the tea, without the liquid beverage. So it's really quite a good mat to use for your charm casting, particularly if you are a traveller, you read in girlfriends' places, cafes, crystal stores, so on. And so the way this mat is used is just the same as we would read a regular teacup itself. These little red crystal dot things around here, they are timings. So when we are reading a normal teacup, we read it just like we would a clock face. And the same goes for a mat. So when we've got our regular clock, our handle, we look at them like a clock. So the handle is the person themselves, the inquirer or the sitter, the querent. So it's like we are ticking hours in a clock. And so each one of these is a time frame. So if you were doing a reading on what's happening in the next 12 months, each one of these would be a segment in months at a time. If you were looking at, say, what's going on in the next 3 months, each one of these then would be weeks, not months. And when we are doing something for 3 months in particular, I'll just grab my other stick, you would divide your mat into segments like that. And it means month 1, month 2, month 3. Now the way this mat is used, it is a reversible mat. So quite often with this side is, I always say, grab only a couple of charms and just drop anything that comes outside of the saucer itself, and the cup goes back into the pot. You can use it where there is only one charm, and you would then look at, okay, the fan there is often a symbol about gossip and scandal actually, and it often means don't say something that can literally blow back in your face. So it means holding your own tongue as well. It's got the ship on there, and ship is large, but it's often emotions and it's water. So it does mean, yes, things are progressing forward, but you may need to still be cautious on what you say or what you express to others. So you can use it like that and say, okay, I now know my theme of the reading, and then you would come along and flip your mat over. Now, this is your empty cup side, and having your time frame set, your intentions before you even start is a plus. It's the only way you can go. So we're looking at this and we're saying reading for the next few months. So we would then go in and we would grab a few charms for each section. And it really comes down to how much time do you have? Because if you are reading at a market or in a girlfriend situation where you've got a whole party of people and too many red wines, you would want to make these as short and fast. Otherwise, you're going to be there till all hours of the day. So if you were doing a reading like this, you would read that section as month 1, that section as month 2, and that section as month 3. And you can divide this, because it is divided into 12 like a clock, you can divide these up into any sectioning that you like. You might look at that and divide it in half, and you might say, okay, that's 1 month, that's 2, or that's 3 months and that's 6. You can even make the divisions into categories. So you could divide that into 4 and say, okay, I want to look there about my personal growth. I want to look in this section about my love life. I want to look at this section about home and family. And I want to look at this one about career and money. So the whole idea of segmenting a cup, whether it's a real cup or your charm castings, it is really set the intention before you actually start concentrating on what questions you'd like to ask. You've got to have your time intention set first, as well as getting your questions right. So that's a very nutshell version on how to use a reversible teacup mat. Now, these mats have sold very well. I've had to do a few different reprints, which is lovely. And what I've decided to do, and it's been sent out today actually, there's a whole heap of people who check your emails who've already purchased it, because I have resent out an amazing, stunning malachite pendulum. And these are now kitted up with this set. And it is actually on a necklace chain, and so if you choose to wear it, go for it. I particularly chose malachite for a reason. Yes, it matches beautifully, and even though I call this a turquoise mat, it's not the same as a turquoise as in the crystal or the gemstone. Malachite is a beautiful property, and its powers are unbelievable. And Google it, you'll find it. And it's called malachite, which is M-A-L-A-C-H-I-T-E. So all the purchases, I have bundled the pendulums to go with them. Now, when using a pendulum, the very first thing you need to do is work out your yeses and your nos. So that is absolutely vital. So when working out your yes and your nos, first ask your pendulum, what is my yes? My yeses are always anti-clockwise. It's a bit hard for me to film that upside down. And when you know your yes and your no's, then hold it over your hand and ask your pendulum let me still mine first. So I would ask the pendulum now, is my name Karin? And I get little yeses. Mine always go anti-clockwise. And you could always ask the same thing, is my name Jack, or so on. Now, these come in a beautiful gold tin. And it is a screw lid tin, as you can hear rattling. And what I've got in there is actually the 2 charm kits, which are the starter charm kit, which is 50, and the add-on charm kit, which is 50. They are different 50 to what that is. So, and in there, I've just got in there those 2 bags, and that's all I've done is dump them in. You could fit a lot of charms in there. So each mat comes also with its own symbol dictionary. So, and it does just give you a bit of a positive and a negative of all these symbols, of what they are. And it all packs away lovely in a little tin. So now we also have more. There's more. And I'll just pop that in there. Right, come on. Okay, and now I've actually introduced helps when it's upright, the steampunk version of my reversible teacup mat. And with the steampunk one, we have a pendulum as well, and I have chosen tiger's eye pendulum because of the colours, and again, these are some of my favourite crystals. And again, I've stuck to the same styles because I just love these because they are on a necklace. They do make a really lovely piece of jewellery without it being too big, heavy or ugly on you. And so we get the tiger's eye pendulum with this. Now my kits are actually designed, or these kits come empty like this first with the mat. So with a Steampunk mat, can't talk tonight, same as the turquoise, you have the option of having just the mat and the pendulum and the tin set, and they all come with the booklet. Or you can option them with the charm kits, so which I have not put in here yet, and I'm about to. So, and like I said, this is the 50 set charm kit, and whoops, Linda's tied it up on me. And this is the add-on set of 50. So, and 100 charms is actually a lot of information and a lot of reading. And this too, I have done, these are the exact same symbols, and it's a totally different colour theme, because I do love the darker, heavier steampunk style, as you all know. Handle here, and this one on the saucer, it actually has the Roman numerals as the timing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And it is the same on the reverse of the beautiful empty teacup with its timings that you can use. So, and like I said, it all folds away beautifully in its little tin. And it goes, your little pendulum goes in its little bag. And it all ties up lovely in a nice compact travel set. And whoops, helps, like I said, it's evening here, you can tell I'm not firing on all cylinders. So it all comes in a tin, and the reason I've gone a screw lid tin is for the reason of nothing's going to pop off and fall out in your bag. So there you have it, my 2 Steampunk and my turquoise teacup reversible mats, which is a teacup reading on the run without the water. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.